Hello, everyone. Well, it looks like we are entering the final week of the semester. And I just want to remind us where we started. So we started this class with Socrates asking the question, what does it mean to be human? What is a human, right? He was responding to one of his contemporaries saying that man is the measure of all things. And Socrates thought, well, we can't really say that if we don't know what man is. What does it mean to be human? And so we start with that question, what does it mean to be human? And then we kind of worked our way into talking about our own identities individually and sort of what that means for ourselves and our own sort of life purposes and these sorts of things. And then we sort of delved into things like morality. We delved into things like ethics, economics, racism, feminism, all of the ways in which we interact with each other as humans. We've talked about many different policies, many different things that that indicate who we are as people. And now we are ending with Pinker for a reason, because what he's doing, at least partially, with his article, is he is talking about artificial intelligence, computing, possibly one day reaching the point at which emotion can be displayed, thinking can happen, especially with AI, and so. It brings up a few questions, but one of them is if we have AI reach the capability of thinking and processing and feeling emotion, fearing death, these sorts of things, then what difference is there in that versus a human thought, right? Except for the organic nature of a human brain, the outcome can be the same. Right? So once again, we are returning to the question, what does it mean to be human? Right? It's kind of fun. We started with that question. We've been trying to answer it in our own ways all the way through the semester. And now, because of technology and because of 21st century thought, we are now returning right back to that same question. What does it mean to be human? And the reason I do this, the reason I structure the class this way is because I want us to always be thinking, always questioning, always reevaluating ourselves and our beliefs and our world. Always be curious about the way we interact with our world, the things in our world. Always trying to improve ourselves. I think that's very important. And so if you'll notice too, I've structured the entire class like an essay. We start broadly with the term or with the question, what does it mean to be human? And then we kind of narrow that to the thesis, which is your identity, and trying to find sort of where we fit for ourselves in this world. And then we sort of telescope out again at the end of the semester in the conclusion with asking that question again, just in a different way, updating it for the 21st century. I hope you noticed that. I hope you appreciate that. It's taken me a long time to kind of come up with that sort of model, that framework for this class, but I think it's a good one. I think it works. If you have different opinions on that, I sure would like to know about it, though. That's what the survey is for at the end of the semester, just to let me know what your thoughts are on the class, and if there's anything that you feel I could do better. I sure appreciate feedback. One other thing that I want to mention before I let you go, I wanted to talk about the annotated bibliography. A couple of us, or a couple rough drafts that I've seen, have used the quote in the annotated bibliography. You're not doing that. Okay, you're not necessarily doing that. What you need to do is use two different paragraphs in the annotated bib. So you have the work cited, right? The citation for the source. Under that, you're going to have one paragraph, the first one, that summarizes the source in your own words. And then the second paragraph that talks about how it was useful in making your argument in the paper. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for with the annotated bibliography. Okay, it should be your own words. It should be your own annotations. And the reason we do an annotated bibliography is if you are doing a similar project, let's say later on in your career, you can look back at your annotated bibliography, read through the annotations very quickly, and you know what sources you've already come across, what sources you have for further research. It helps to build that, to use that to build your sort of portfolio for writing, which is why I want you to do that for this class, because you're thinking forward into the future. You're probably going to have to write some similar papers, and it's good to have on hand a list of things that you've used before that could possibly come in handy later on. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, and I hope you've had a fun semester, and I hope you've learned a lot this semester. Thank you for taking the class, and if you have any questions, of course, on the paper, if you want me to take a look at a draft, we still have time to do that before Friday at midnight. But I hope you've enjoyed this semester. It's been quite an enjoyable time for me. This has been a really great group of students here, and thank you all. I just want to thank you for your involvement and your enthusiasm. Many of your papers have taught me things, which I always like, because I'm in education, because I like to learn, and so learning from you is very nice. I love to learn, and I appreciate the things that you've taught me along the way. And with that, I bid you a good farewell, and I hope you're all very healthy and happy. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.